peril and anguish facing off 4 titans. Okay, primordials. I still think one of them had a belt, but I digress.
None of them had belts.
They had belts on the arts.
I just
want
opened up my
their
notebook,
belts.
and all I saw was Team Haggy.
Yes, Team Haggy. We figured out which was the best matchup for each of us, and Trix managed to dominate the big green one that kept stunning people. So now it stun locked the enemy instead,
Yeah.
which is really helpful.
Yep. You know the
Yes.
one that said "Oops, no magic"? You dominated that one because your magic worked on it.
Yeah, your magic
Ah,
is
I do I do remember some part of the start of this fight. So
Yeah.
I do know that. Yeah.
Yeah, so that ended up stun locking the primordial aspect of life,
Very effective.
which was very effective, while Dimlim mostly just bonked the primordial lightning thing. The magic one. I bonked it very hard.
Multiple times.
Multiple times. And Hattie had a little face off with the primordial aspect of death, and Hattie is the better death.
Hattie bested death.
Hattie bested death and life. Yeah,
Yeah.
she reaped
She
death.
Death's fucking scythe because she asked for divine intervention.
Yeah.
And
If you don't mind, I'll
paralyzed
get into
Dimlim.
that. I'll get into that in a minute.
Okay. So yeah, we found our matchup. We sort of destroyed them, as sort of, kind of. We massacred them. The the aspect of anti-magic thing helped really well by stun locking.
Everything.
Yes. But since it was dominated, it didn't stun lock us, which was nice of it. So we left that for last, and then just murdered him last. And since he couldn't roll high enough to get out of domination, he just never had. He just stood there and took it.
Yeah, he literally did.
Yep. There was not much he could do.
No. And then we.
And we all agreed that that was exactly what Trix would have done.
Yep.
Because Alex is like, I don't like this, but this is what Trix would do.
I was really upset by it, but I was like, no, this is what I would do. This is really what I would do.
You channeled the inner me.
I did.
I'm glad to hear.
He did very well.
To myself, and I channeled the inner you. I chose chaos.
Yeah. I get to try out Gladius of Ever-Burning Heart and all its effects, which is nice and cozy. Lots of fire. You just see waves of flame dashing from Timson from occasions, as everything around him needs to do a deck save. Yeah, and then we got loot, and then the guy of this place are not
The Vizier.
Yes, the guy that kept making us more confused by answering our questions. He came back, told us, "Great job. Now get the fuck out." More or less.
Way to that, but okay.
Yeah, he did it in a different way, but more or less.
That is the summary, though.
You come here, you break my toys, get out.
I wanted to win this time.
He did tell you to break his toys.
Yes.
Yeah, he did. We rolled for loot, and since Hattie had an inspiration, she chose to roll twice.
Yep.
Uh,
I got 2
mm,
loots.
yes.
One of which I am sharing. One of
yes.
which I am not.
Yeah, rude. never say out loud the other one.
It's alright.
I forgive you. I know what you looted was a cloak of invisibility.
Yes.
Yes, I have heard.
Which could still be
I
very fun. Chaotic.
yeah, it's totally a tricks thing.
Well,
You might not be able to.
Dimlim looted a Staff of the Magi, and Aromina looted a blade. They just looked at each other and changed.
I know. I just
Okay.
Yep.
you saw my snap?
That explains so much right now.
Yeah. Hattie did some boss ass moves and terrified half of the party. He even paralyzed Dimlim for a brief second. Which
Yeah.
is terribly rude.
Also, probably a weird feeling for Dimlim. I don't know if you've ever been stunned before.
Yes, I have.
Have you? Okay.
I
Yeah,
have
definitely has now.
been. I have been removed entirely for a session because of Stunlock.
Hmm.
I mean, I'm still taking that as an achievement. I don't care.
No, you should take that as feedback and never do that
No, I
again.
stunned Dimlim. I'm taking that as a win.
I mean, it's easy to stun Dimlim because it's a wisdom thing or a charisma thing.
I don't care. I did something to Dimlim. I'm taking it as a win.
Stun's normally con. You must have just not rolled high enough
It's
to.
no, it was a wisdom and it was a paralyze and not a stun.
Okay.
So yeah, no, I have been removed from entire sessions due to that. Not fun.
Where is the item that I got? Because I have.
We removed it, so I don't get to see it.
What?
We removed it from the chat because we don't want Aina to see it.
I don't care. Trix was there.
Yeah,
No.
I was there. I would have seen you guys if you guys talked about it.
Because I have the effects of it, but I don't see it in my inventory.
Fine, I'll
Oh.
hide it.
Ugh. We just thought that since Alex had put a lot of loot that we didn't get, we didn't want to answer
That's
all the
fair.
questions.
Yeah, because there was.
I will not.
we
I
were
will
just
not
chatting
ask
about-
questions.
You would have asked so many questions if you saw this. If this was the first thing you saw in chat.
I don't know what's going on. I keep getting pings for notifications.
Unhide it.
Yeah, it's a roll
Ah.
20.
There we go. That makes sense.
Yeah, so the first thing there, Gauntlets of Titans, is what Travis got with his second roll.
Yeah.
So now,
So Hattie is also
Trix
strong
isn't
now.
Trix isn't the second strongest anymore.
I think she still is. I think she has a point or two above me.
She has a 24.
Oh.
Does Trix have a
Yeah.
Fun-
Yeah, because
Functionally
of
the
the belt
same
of
then.
giant strength.
What's Hattie's
How
And
do
you
No,
would
I have
have a
23.
25 because of my
25.
because
I have
of
a tw-
my
I have- I have a-
armor.
I have a 23.
Yeah.
Ah. So
stronger
yeah,
than
Hattie is
Trix.
unfortunately slightly past you.
Yes, it's absurd for a warlock.
She's still stupid strong, but she's been like
Yes.
stupid strong her whole life, so she's
yeah.
strong without the belt as well.
Mm.
Yeah, Hattie is not. Hattie is magically augmented. She is
Yeah.
she is stronger than your average. Without it, she's like a 12 or something like that. She's stronger than like an average person, but not by a lot.
No. But yeah,
She's
do you want
very much not into adventure territory of strong. She's just a little better than average.
Travis, by all means, have your Death Note moments.
Yes.
Excellent,
Go.
thank you. So, one of the things that Hattie did during this was we tried sort of a Hail Mary because we ended up getting teleported, shadow stepped, I believe, by Trix to the far end of the arena,
Right.
if you will, so that we could have a moment, by the Mythalar, so that we could have a moment of respite to plan, heal, and move back into it because we moved faster than them. Well, this threw off my and Hattie's plans because Hattie had something planned that she needed to actually be very close to pull off, but she just couldn't do it. Couldn't get back in time. So she ended up going a different direction.
Also, what I think is a tricks move. Teleport everyone else.
Healing Yeah, a very good tricks move. Healing everybody up real quick, those that needed it. And then casting Divine Intervention, because at level 20 it just doesn't fail. I can only use it once a week, but it doesn't fail. And asking for the power to win this encounter, whatever that meant. Well, she was praying to Bahamut, but something else may have answered, because she was suddenly basically granted the power of the God of Death. And you watched as she walked across the field and just kind of became encloaked in like a 30-foot billow of shadows, with the souls of dragons roiling in and out of those shadows. She pulled out a massive scythe just out of nowhere that was granted to her, much like her spiritual weapon, which was still on the field on the other side of the encounter. So 2 out now. Pulls out this massive scythe that grants her basically a very, very high level of damage for as long as she is in that form, functionally speaking. She ended up using that scythe to reap the 2 primordials that existed at the time. Unfortunately, catching Dimblim in the crossfire, but with one of them, it was just a 30-foot radius effect, so there was no way to avoid Dimblim. He was dead center between the 2. It was going to happen. She
Not
also
like
knew
it
that she
hurt
could.
me.
Yeah, she knew that 1, he could take it. 2, if it did damage him, she's a healer. 3, if it killed him, she can drag him back.
Then it's
And-
more or less impossible to kill me.
Yeah, pretty close. So she trusted in your invulnerability, practically.
Mhm.
And just sent this massive just reap of energy out and just basically absorbed one of their souls. I think she channeled that soul into Dimblim to heal him back up immediately.
Yes.
And
I
then
needed
it almost killed both of
4
them, but it
HP.
outright killed one and it almost killed the other. Which was, I think, finished off by Dimblim, if I remember right.
You guys make this
I
sound,
didn't get the
sound
finishing
very
blow on any of
epic.
them.
It was very
It was-
epic.
it was pretty epic. This is probably the most dangerous Hattie has ever been. And that's saying something.
Yeah, that's so cool.
It was. I'm trying to scroll back up and see how much
And didn't
damage
you-
it was. Because it was spread across 3 different people, including Dimblim if you want to, as the 3rd. And it was like 139 damage each or something like that. 102 damage each. There we go. So I did over 300 damage in 1 strike. That is a lot for Hattie. That's a lot in general.
Yeah. That is, that's a lot in general.
Yeah. And that was an area effect, so that hit 3 of them.
Yeah.
If I remember right, one of them made the save. That's why it didn't die.
Yeah, no.
If it hadn't made the
I-
save, it would have probably killed both of them in 1 strike.
Well, I made the save and I was resistant.
Yeah, you were resistant, luckily for you.
Yeah.
'Cause no
So we
matter
did
what you are, even if you're Dimblim, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah, but I made the save and resistance, so it did 25 damage on me.
So Hattie is a little bit distracted, going, "That was not what I expected," but felt really good.
Oh yeah, so when
Mhm.
still enlarged for a reason that none of us can understand. Just happens.
Yep.
Me being large?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was the enlargement spell that should be worn off.
Hmm.
Because I raged.
Before we start, I just have to
Thank
brag
you.
about myself a little bit. I decided last night to make I needed a new notebook, so I made a new notebook.
Eh?
Oh.
Delicious. I like it.
Nice.
And it just has it's just blank paper. It was really, really easy to make, actually. And now I have a cool notebook that I made myself with art on it.
I like that one.
Cool.
Yeah, so I'm excited about that. Sorry, that was
Mhm.
my own personal flex there. It took like 10 minutes last night. It was super easy.
So you guys left off the fight like right after having the loot then.
Yeah.
Looting
Yeah,
and
well,
recollecting ourselves.
And
Yeah,
Okay.
we're still technically in the plane of nothingness.
So you have had a long rest or something?
Plane of collisions. Let's call
We
it.
have not.
Oh, okay.
We have not had a long rest yet.
Okay.
No, this is minutes later. We've just
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Minute. Yeah, that is what I was wondering. Like, is it minutes, 10 minutes, an hour?
No, it's minutes. You don't get spell slots.
Last time that the Vizier did open a portal for you to leave. Did I tell you that?
I
No.
don't remember that part.
I think I just about.
He basically told us to get the fuck out, but I don't think you mentioned the portal.
He did open a portal here for you to leave. It will sort of sprout out of nowhere, and it will show you the snowy north and the stone circle once again. Your favorite place.
Yay! I mean, it has a huge ass fucking castle now.
I like it for the most part.
Unless you just want to go back to the huge ass castle at this point because it's still there. But...
Well, I mean, the stone circle's like 30 feet away from the castle. We can do both. It's no big deal.
Yes.
We'd hate to ask him to move a portal after he already set one up.
So, should we... We have taken our spoils. We have done whatever challenge this was. Should we leave and let this nice being be by himself?
That is an excellent suggestion. Let's go. And she walks through the portal immediately.
Oh, it is worth knowing that we lost Fave.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
dead
and then
or-
it was
Fave
resummoned.
Fave was unsummoned to stop him dying.
Yeah.
oh, okay.
For all practical purposes, he died, though. Just not quite.
He fell into the abyss.
Yeah. Dave can't fly real well, and he mounted the aspect of magic that was over the chasm.
And then when the aspect of magic died,
He started
He-
falling.
He did his job, though.
he did his job.
Yes.
So, I'm going to linger behind the other two just for a few seconds, just walking slower in the back. I want to make sure Dimblim and Trix and Romanar get out first.
Well, Romanar's already gone. She just wants food. She wants the castle. She wants her rich bitch shit.
Makes sense. Either way, I'm just going to make sure I'm the last one out, and I'm going to just reach out a hand and grab my spiritual weapon scythe that is still floating there and just squeeze it for a second. Flexing and feeling that, trying to recall that flow of power.
Dimlim will sort of swing around the new blade he got. Just,
He walked
I
through the portal.
mean, it's good. It's good, but I have better. Shouldn't have done the trade, and he cheats it.
And nobody's there, but if they were, the Vizier would see. Just this... Nah, but probably
But
he's
he
probably
knows where
somewhere.
you are.
So, you would see this just spread of necrotic energy pulling out over that scythe, and then it would just dismiss it, vanish instantly. She'll walk back out the portal behind everybody else.
As you
Yes.
You will hear a wolf howl.
Patronage!
Wait, on the other
Inside...
Inside or
where?
outside the portal?
Yeah, I'm confused.
And was it me or everybody?
It was you.
Oh. Okay,
Inside or outside the
so-
portal?
In this realm.
Okay.
Oh.
Thank
In
you.
real life?
I needed to
Yeah.
know!
How excited!
I have entered the middle of the real world. Fear me. Actually, that is deeply terrifying.
Hmm.
Considering what's in my
Yeah.
mind, that's a terrifying concept.
Okay, so we leave out the portal back to our castle.
Yes. Obviously, I don't really have a map for the castle. Do I?
No, you don't.
No.
No,
I could
that's not true.
probably
I
give you
do
one.
have a map for the castle.
Nice.
And you have a picture of it at least. Oh,
Very nice.
this seems very green
I'm sorry.
to
it's
me.
a basic map, okay?
It's very green to be in the north and
It's a
fire
magical
portals.
castle.
True.
It's worth knowing there are like 100 servants walking around doing random
Didn't
things.
Mm,
Didn't canonically Aromanar said that there was a garden room, so that's just the outside.
Yeah.
And then you have the lava.
Yeah, we're ignoring the
Yeah.
River.
and the lack of necessity for now a drawbridge.
A brief interior an interior garden around the outside edge, and then the lava on the outside of that. So we just don't. It's not on the map. It's fine.
Yeah,
Igneous rock.
It's
Is it
obsidian.
cool? Ah. Well,
yes.
how is everybody?
I mean, I'm doing fine.
That
It shouldn't
you,
surprise
Trix?
anyone.
Well, I don't even know if I took any damage because if I did, Alex haven't edited, so I don't know if I'm fine or not damage wise.
I was
Okay.
sad. I think most of us fared fairly well in that fight. To be honest, we started off pretty
Yes.
badly, but then we stun locked the enemy and Hattie healed everyone.
Well, you
The
do know,
few that took damage. So went pretty
even
easy.
though it was a hard fight, I feel fine. I can do that again.
I
I wouldn't
agree.
necessarily want to do it again, but I
Oh,
see
no.
where you're
No, no,
coming
no.
from.
started off very poorly, but that strategy you had of dominating one of them was very ingenious.
Yes, I know. I'm a clever little gnome when I want to.
Yes, you're a very little
Taking
gnome.
my genius.
Yes. That is exactly what Trix would have done.
I know.
So bear with it. She's taking all of the glory.
It was Trix that did it.
Yes, exactly. But yes, no, I don't need to rest for too long unless you guys want to have a longer rest. I'm good to go on.
I
No,
have
I
a
really
few
want to get
books
out of
to
this
read,
place.
but I can keep on going. I have a few books to read, but other than that, everything's fine.
why don't we just take a brief respite and then move on to the next challenge? I would like to get these done sooner rather than.
Yeah,
I have
no, I agree.
I have
Let
a
me
few
just
minutes I
run in
want
and
to-
grab us a few snacks from the food table. And she walks inside, to the kitchen. I'm just going to go here, and she's gonna like grab any like sausages or something easy snack, and she's gonna run back outside. Meet Hattie, give her a hot
Yeah.
dog. Here, have some
Wait. Let's just come have a sit down for a few minutes, but just have a meal and then go back.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? And she's gonna dump all of the food back on the table.
I'd very much like to have a sit down for a few minutes.
I mean, we can take a short rest and just
Mechanically speaking, that's what I
relax.
was getting at.
Yes.
I don't particularly need one, but I think Hattie would want the mental downtime.
Trix is just gonna start shoveling pancakes.
Shuffling pancakes.
Shoving pancakes in her mouth.
So yes, no, this was an interesting one. I don't necessarily know what type of trial that would have been, but
Trial by combat, I assume.
yeah,
But also
we
it was
have had multiple combat encounters.
that was a different one of sorts, though. It was complicated. It didn't end up being very hard because Trix played their game correct.
I'm taking the credit here as a character, as a person, not as
Oh yeah, no. But
when the DM actually uses characters.
it could have easily gone far worse for us. There were some strange abilities at work there that made it difficult to work around. Trix found the workarounds, but
Yes.
that's what made it not that hard of a fight. It was more a combat. It was a trial by combat, more of a puzzle.
It was
Less of a trial by combat.
dramatically.
As she's shoveling pancakes in her mouth, I will well known to be a good puzzle solver.
I understood most of that, and I agree.
I mean,
I also hate myself for what I did. So carry on.
I don't necessarily agree.
Yep. There was it was twofold. There were two layers to that trial. One was in the combat itself, but the second one was the primary layer, which was the strategizing behind it. Which I had a few tricks I was going to try, but well, tricks
You had
beat
a
me to
few
the punch.
tricks.
Yes, pardon the similarities of words.
Well, I found it interesting. I think there should be somewhat deeper meaning to it, but we can ponder that as we go. And you see, while he's talking, you see he's blinding himself with the holy book, trying to decipher it.
And having no hope because he's blind.
He is basically tanning with the holy book.
It's like the books from the Addams family. Just open them. And things happen like chocolates.
By the way, does any one of you want the cloak I got? Because I don't really need an invisibility cloak.
No, not necessarily. I can pretty much, and you see Dimlim just blends into the background with a 37 in stealth.
Yeah. No. I get what you mean. As she snaps her finger, she just goes invisible because she can do that at will anytime.
Right, it's practically the same.
Yes, I'm
And
a little
she
more
will-
limited. I can do the same. So
Well, then this will look nice on my mannequin. And she like holds it up and she like stuffs it back into
just
whatever hole it's.
I mean, don't you have like a
That's right.
ridiculous amount
Just
of
like-
children?
just like Trix stuffing it back in whatever hole.
Yeah.
Don't you have like a whole smuggling operation that could benefit from invisibility?
Well,
you're a drug
yes, I
empire.
will. I will. No, the assassination squad, I think, will fare better with this one. But no, I would give it to them. But you guys are my party, and I will wish that.
I mean, I
got it
appreciate the gesture.
As
Thank
do
you.
I. It's very kind of you. If
Oh,
you do
shall
need a secure
we-
place to store it, once we get my home back, it will hopefully be a much more secure storage location for interesting arcane artifacts like this.
Are you
Well,
saying my
receive-
jacket is an unsafe place to store valuables?
No,
Yes.
simply that you'll have an alternative once I get my place back.
That sounds
now, shall
wonderful.
we
I mean, the
resume
lab
a little?
literally under the fucking sea.
Yeah, the lab's also fairly secure.
Should we resume a little polearm training while we have some downtime, little one?
Oh, the lady
Yes.
that is bigger than me, and she now pulls that up from another pocket. And
Yes,
she keeps
yes,
on
that
dragging
one.
it because her arms are tiny.
Yes, that one. And then Dimlim starts helping you taking it out. Yes, this one.
Well, do you know how to use it? I would love for you to train me in it. So,
Yes.
what are the basics?
And he gives you the glaive, and he uses minor illusion to conjure an exact replica. So it looks like he's holding the same weapon, but you know it's an illusion.
Okay. Now what do I
Okay.
do? Is it the same as using a sword?
No, not entirely. You need two hands, so you hold it here and here.
She grabs here and here.
So what you want is when you swing back, you don't want to have all the weight on the far end, and you see he kind of shoves the minor illusion further back, and he plays to as more back the glaive gets, he places it off as it's getting heavier and heavier to swing. Yes, you would get a lot of power, but you would also lose balance.
And she tries to do exactly the same as Dimblum just did. I don't know how it goes though.
I don't know if Alex wants you to roll for something, or we're just playing this out.
I'm just gonna let you play it out for a change.
Okay.
Okay,
So
she just copies from you.
realistically, since you're not proficient with martial weapons, you would then stumble as you're letting the weight of the glaive go. You will stumble forwards. Yes. So now if you go and hold it, like, you don't want to be too close to the blade itself, because then you just easy for the enemies to target that part of your hand, so you lose grip and lose your weapon. You want it a good, let's say, and he measures he measures you to the glaive, and right, and he casts reduce on the glaive for you, so it's like manageable size for you at the moment.
Ow!
So you would hold it like this, and he points to, so you would have like approximately this much left up to the blade of it, and then you will hold further down as to get sort of good rotation on it and still good might. Now try to hit me with it.
She will take all what you have said, and she will try and hit you. I can roll to hit with it with disadvantage. Roll. That is a 5 plus 9, 14 to hit.
Yeah, no, that's not even close.
No, but I don't think I could hit you anyway.
No,
But 14 is not bad in beginner terms.
You see going for the attack on Dimlim, and he would just stand there and take it. Now, that's pretty good for a beginner, I would say. But what you want to aim for is here, here, and here, and it points out vital spots on what would be a humanoid creature. And you barely grazed my right arm, even if I stood still.
Well, you are quite tall, and you just made my blade smaller.
Yes, to be slightly more manageable for you. We'll train with the smaller glaive to start with, because it doesn't change the mass of it. It's still the same mass.
Well, yeah.
Yes, but carrying this weapon isn't a problem for you, because you're more than strong enough for that. It's to find the balance of it.
She will continue to try and hit you with the glaive just to get the feel of it a couple of times, and she will aim for the vital spots that Dimblum pointed out.
Yes, Dimlim will sort of. Yeah, no, he will let it get near, and then he just dodges a little out of the way, so she gets a feeling for where it would hit.
The nanobots just.
Yeah.
Now, normally, if this would be mostly anything but me, it could hit, and it would do the effect of the glaive. Keep in mind, it has a bit of a strange side effect when you actually hit something. It conjures random magic.
Oh,
It is quite funny.
I haven't actually read it because I just got it and knew that I can't use this anyway. So I don't remember what it does.
No, you have to roll on the wild magic table.
Yeah.
You remember the steed I summoned when we fought at Baylor in the Queen of Cosmos'
Yes.
liberation of home quests, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah, the steed that I suddenly got from there was from this glaive.
Oh, handy.
It could be handy, and I also think it could be devastating. But it fits your form of chaos.
It definitely will, and it would be handy to have like a weapon. It for if they come all up in my ass.
Yes. And now, let me just. And he draws out the blade of Eternal Flame that he just got from the Primordials. Now, try to hit the edge of my sword.
From inside, you'll just hear Hattie yell, "Don't worry, Trix, they only explode sometimes."
Trix will do as Dimblum says.
And you can see Dimlem just maneuvering around the glaive, catching the underside of the blade of it, and just forces you back to stumble backwards.
I will attempt to memorize the move that Dimblum just did.
Now, you can't swing violently because an experienced martial arts combatant will be able to see your movement and analyze its weak spot and potentially use that against you. So swinging violently doesn't really help.
Well, I kind of know how to use a regular sword. It's just shaped differently, and it has two edges. And she looks on the underside of it because the other blade sticks out.
Yeah,
So, okay, no willy-nillys.
Yes, the fundamentals are close to the same. It just you have a smaller edge but a longer reach and a different weight. But a lot of the principles are the same. But how you block with a glaive is you use the hilt and not the edge of the sword as you would with a sword. And you manage to look so you enemies don't chop off your fingers because you get a sense of it after some time.
I will remember what you have said. I do also think that when I get the time to do it, I will just quickly pop back into my library. I think I have a book about different techniques and combat maneuvers that we could try out.
Yeah, of course.
'Cause-
We'll take it a little by little.
Yes. And she will attempt to hit you a couple more times just to get the feel of the glaive. And you will nanobot.
You will see Dimlim do that typical sensei thing of just easily dodging the apprentice's attack.
Yeah.
With his hands on the back, just looking at a random butterfly.
As you dodge another hit.
Oh, that's a nice rock.
Well,
Listening a little bit because I have incredible passive perception, so keeping an eye on what they're doing from a distance. But I think I'm just inside.
Mickey.
eating, because that sounds delicious. There's food in front of me. I'm not going to turn that down. And mostly writing in my journal. I'm not actually doing a whole lot outwardly at the moment, but a lot of internal thought, trying to figure out what's going on with, or one, trying to figure out who answered based on who answered my divine intervention and who I might have somehow intertwined myself with as far as a cleric or entity, draconic entity goes. I don't know. This wasn't my normal response, so I'm trying to figure out what's going on with that. So a little bit of meditation, a little bit of journaling, pulling out her journal, writing about the 4 creatures, the 4 elemental creatures, and the vizier that we just fought.
Actually doing something useful.
I mean, journaling has not proven terribly useful so far, but it has proven interesting. It's still a nice practice.
Technically, you are in the party with 2 people that have an insane intellect.
Yeah.
Recalling events should not be hard.
Very true. But I also like to... I like to plan for solidarity. I don't know at what point in time I may be called away, or I may be otherwise separated from my friends. Or just they'll leave me... I hate to be a little bit sad like this, but they'll leave me like everybody else.
I mean, I think
Hattie's been in parties before.
Yeah, I think
and Hattie has had them turn on her.
I think after retirement that Hattie and Dimlim will kind of form a book club and see each other on occasion.
Probably. Same thing with a Romanar, and honestly, same thing with Tricks, much as Silver Dragons and their friends often do.
We just read very different genres.
But that doesn't mean... Actually, no. I have to call that out. Why would Hattie be the one bringing romance novels? No, it'd be something different, similarly silly, but not romance novels. But no, so, like I said, I don't want to be sad before, but Hattie has had at least 1 party, possibly 2 before her that have turned on her eventually and have left. So she trusts and loves you guys, but she does also keep in the back of her mind, there's always that you could be alone thought. Mm-hmm. Because dragons tend to be solitary creatures, but that's also something that she doesn't like or want. They just tend to end up that way for one reason or another. Well, so she's journaling, she's writing down what happened, writing down her thoughts, analyzing things, and I think eventually she'll want to talk to probably Trix about it, weirdly enough.
Gasp.
But at the moment, she's mostly just thinking inside. She's doing a lot of thinking and a lot of writing. And a lot of snacking. There's meat there.
After a good somewhat 15-20 minutes of sparring, I assume Trix will start to feel sweaty and immediately stop because she doesn't like to sweat.
Because she's entitled and doesn't like sweat.
Exactly.
Rich doesn't like sweat.
Oh, Dimlim, that was a fun sparring session, but I do feel like we have to call it quits here. I can feel my forehead starts to moisten up, and I don't like that.
I shall be nice for now. But I will be stricter as you become better.
Are you going to murder me? And she eyes you.
No, but I'm going to do this. He lightning slurs you. If you try, and he does the healing thing though. But if you try to run, I'm gonna do this. He pulls you back. You take 26 points of lightning healing.
I don't need healing.
It's better than doing lightning damage.
You overcharged Trix.
She's hyper now.
Her hair, for some reason, seems untouched by the electricity because it's wild
It's
anyway.
fake.
No, it's just wild. Her hair constantly looks like she's just been electrocuted.
Yeah, fair enough. So yeah, no, that's what I would do. And I mean, sometimes you manage to resist, and then I will let you resist because you earned it.
Alex, based on what I was doing, would you mind if I rolled a religion or insight check or something of that sort to figure out, to see if I can ascertain maybe who might have responded, because that didn't feel like a power granted by Bahamut.
Yes, I'm not against you doing that. I mean, obviously it's going
But
to
I am.
obviously going to be some sort of religion check.
Yeah, that's why I said religion or insight would seem the most fitting to me, but
I'm going
religion is fine. Okay, I'll do religion. Not amazing, not too bad though. 18. Pretty good roll, actually.
Yeah, actually. But the gods are fickle, so.
Yeah,
It
does-
being very heavily linked with death, but doesn't seem to belong to the same pantheon as yours.
Okay.
It's Anubis.
I, the player,
It's-
have my suspicions. I'm not sure if Hattie would know.
Thanatos. It is all the other death gods. So many gods of death.
Me, the player, thinks Hella.
First thought.
It's
Or my first
Aqua.
suggestion.
It's Wapwa from Aztec.
Hela?
No,
The-
Mayan. It's basically Hell, not Hella.
Yeah, I don't know if it's any different in English though. Like,
It's basically HEL. That's
yeah,
the name.
hell,
In
goddess hell.
Weirdly
Aztec?
enough. No,
I
Aztec?
was thinking Norse.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
hell.
Is that just the proper name?
Yeah, that's the
Yes.
proper name, hell.
Okay.
No,
But a lot
the...
of, but I do know a lot of like modernization, like Thor in Avengers, they say Helia or Hela.
Yeah, but
it is more of a feminine.
modernizations suck. And
Yeah, it's
it's
Okay.
Thor's sister in the Marvel movies, and it's wrong.
Yeah, that was
And
my
we
immediate
shouldn't-
thought,
Yes.
was that it was hell. I do not
Yes.
know for sure. Hattie would have probably have narrowed it down to 2 or 3 possibilities based on what happened. But the wolf motif was pretty hard to deny because that is...
her brother.
Yes.
Is it?
Hel is Fenris's sister.
Yeah.
Fenris,
okay.
Jormungandr, and Hel are all 3 siblings.
I knew that tie-in in there. I couldn't have told you exactly what it was, but yeah. So- yeah. So that's what's coming to mind, especially the fact that we had just spoken to Odin a couple of days earlier, god of dicks.
Let's now clarify who Odin is. Odin is
To Hattie at least,
Yeah,
I don't know
he
why,
is.
but apparently Hattie has beef with Odin.
Wait,
Or the dragons have beef with Odin.
I just remembered something, but it might be my fantasy playing me a trick here.
Mhm.
But haven't you met like Loki version D&D?
yes.
Like from yeah. I have like a vague memory, but this was before
It was
Jolt.
it was very fleeting, but yes.
Yeah, it was like fleeting. It was just like, oh, that was him. And oh shit, he just passed by. Because I don't think we talked to him. I think we just encountered him or something of him.
Yes.
An avatar, an aspect.
Or yeah, something.
A mare that was disguised. No,
But I
a
do
Loki
know-
that was disguised as a mare.
But I do think it was before Trix came to Jolt.
Let me check, because I don't think I have that specific spell prepared right now. Otherwise, what is it, Commune?
Scrying.
Yeah, I don't have...
You
I have
scry
Scrying.
on the god of death in Norse mythology.
I don't actually have scrying prepared right now either. I prepared for combat trials, not exclusively, but largely. Since we're in the north, everything is brutal, and practical spells can generally wait if I want to vibe for a little while and re-prepare something unique. I can take that time.
Mhm.
More than a combat spell can, because I can't be like, wait, hold on a minute. Let me prepare Spare the Dying. Not that, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You spare too many things. We
That's
could have
very true.
eaten good if you didn't spare that elk.
We could have, but you have to know which members of the herd to cull and which ones not to. That was one that we shouldn't have.
Wouldn't you want to eat a divine deer? Think about it.
No. Well, yes,
Damn
but not because of the
juicy,
repercussions.
delicious.
I'm sure it would be a unique experience. It is just not one I want the fallout from.
I mean, we entangled with gods before.
The juice is not worth the squeeze. The meat is not worth the kill.
I mean,
Hey,
Dimwit
Atty.
totally agrees. He doesn't taste food.
Yes.
Are you done eating? She yells from the courtyard.
Oh, I think so, just about. Did you want
Should
me to
we
grab
get-
anything, or are we getting ready to go?
Well, I'm full of pancakes, so I'm fine.
That's fair. I'll grab a sausage for the road, and that'll be it.
Shall we get going? We have more stone circles.
That's very true, we do.
This is me saying I want to go to this next stone circle.
Alright, one more and then we come back, I think.
I mean, can I request a toilet break?
No. Yes.
Oh,
Maybe.
Yeah, that's where I went a minute ago.
Oh my god, that's a great picture of Dimblum.
Okay, so if you guys see me randomly pull my headset off and run, my parents are expecting a package that I have to listen for.
Sell it.
So just a heads up. I'm gonna try to. No, I don't like that, even though I can hear a little better. Maybe. Ugh, we'll see. Ooh. Unique.
God.
Too complicated for a
Ooh.
Discord logo, but I like it.
The emblem is
Because
just
Discord logos are this big. I hate how tiny they are. The
What
dice
did you
with
say,
like an
Alex?
infernal signal in it.
it would be the YouTube logo and everything else as well.
Okay.
Mhm.
Jesus. Yes.
Was it a bit too much, Alex?
I mean, it's a lot. In so many ways, it's a lot. Lots.
It's very much. It is very much a lot.
We are playing D&D. Yes, you
Yes.
finished eating. What now?
I assume we are going for the next
I think so.
next portal. The next
Stone.
trial.
The Stone of Memory.
Yes.
Yes, you've just. Why are you doing this to me now? That hurt my retinas. Jesus Christ. That was the trial of elements.
Yes, and we
Was
shall
that the
continue.
conflicts?
Yeah, the conflicts, the 4-element one.
Yeah.
Complex for
So the next in order in the stone circle would be memory.
Memory.
Let's see.
Or it might have been written differently. I have written memory.
Yeah. Memory is number 5.
Yes.
With the mind, it is held. For only safety does it yield. For the mind may trick, but metal remains.
I have a feeling this is a new nightmare.
I was so
That-
I was very tempted.
It's something similar to the nightmare.
It's
That
a
does
dream.
certainly. It makes me think it may be a dream. But with speaking of metal remaining, that's your vigor, your physical might.
Maybe our minds are just gonna leave. Maybe like it's memory. Maybe we're visiting someone's memory.
Maybe we
And in order
get,
to do that, we can't be there
well,
physically. We just there in spirit. I don't know.
we might regain memories of what has happened before.
Oh, I would love that. There's still a whole lot of blank spots missing.
I mean, there's
You
a
can have a
lot
few of
of my
mine if
past.
you're volunteering.
Oh, mine is
No,
deadly coming back.
I want my own memories. Thank you very much.
No, like my memory's slowly coming back to me. I'm still curious about this Elias fella that keeps popping up.
He sounds like a terrific person.
He kinda is, I think. I don't know. He's a bit he's a bit of a depressed child though. He keeps having the annoyed face, like he's annoyed at something. I can't quite
I
grasp why.
think he might have been annoyed at you.
You don't know that. You don't know Elias. Like
no,
I do.
but if I was to put myself in his shoes, which I feel like I am now, having to sort of guard you from your own. But yes, we should. Maybe we each regain some memories. Maybe some memories are taken from us. Maybe we have to steal someone else's memories.
Let's
Who
go and
knows?
find out.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think there is a simple matter of starting it and seeing what happens, but I agree it will probably make more sense as we begin,
Most likely.
as often things do.
You tend to
But
be.
I'm confident in your abilities. And in mine.
I mean, I don't think many can surpass us in our current fields of work, of expertise, I would say. I think we are fairly much up there.
There's a few that come to mind, but only a few.
Yes, and
I would
in a
agree.
vast world, when only a few comes to mind, it means you've done well with your life.
Well, the moment I can do nothing because you've done nothing.
Well, we did. I do think we're waiting for either a map
Yeah.
or we are just
We are
probably
going
just
back
going
to
to
the
go.
stone circle.
Yeah, we're going back
going
to
to
Stone
the
Circle.
memory one.
We're going to the memory stone, yes. So I don't know if you want
And
to
we're
put us in the
touching
stone
it,
circle.
and
Now.
it probably leads us to somewhere.
Yeah.
Yes, we're going to this one.
Yes.
Trick's going to be allowed to touch it this time.
Tricks has touching it.
Yeah,
She's
it's the next
Yep.
one. If she were to run off over here, I will stop her. But she has learned what it means when she goes out of water.
That's true.
it just means I need to get more creative.
I mean, no.
No.
Just stop. Just stop it. Yes. Yeah, so we're touching the stone as a union.
Theoretically, could I banish Trix back to her original timeline? Anyway, I have banishment.
Beyond the foul gnome.
Yeah, if you
I
cast
am
like a
tired of your
banishment,
shenanigans for today.
no, if you do cast like a banishment that will banish the creature back to its original plane of
Plane.
existence,
Yeah.
she would probably go back to her other timeline.
I don't know how it would work because it's still the same plane, just a shifted timeline. But
Yeah, no, I don't know how timelines work.
I don't want to do that, but it would also kind of be funny, narratively
Yeah.
speaking.
No, but she'd probably take you all with her.
Yeah.
Somehow. If I'm going, you're coming with me!
Luckily, I have a.
She just banishes you back.
Yeah, banishes all of you.
You
Banish
roll the
myself.
same for initiative and you banish each
I
other.
I just banished myself to the Shadowfell after that and just goes back through the Shadowfell back to you guys.
That's fair.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
I think we are all reaching out together because we're pretty in sync right now.
As you touch the stone, your surroundings begin to shift around you, and far from the cold embrace of the north, you find yourself warm, comfortable, surrounded by the smells of cooking, conviviality, talking, and the warmth of a crackling fire. Before you is a large feasting hall, the center of which is a large table, surrounded by what you can only presume from your previous ideals to be Goliaths in tribal attire. And indeed, as you look down and as you feel strange about your body, you seem to be different too.
Would Dimlim recall this as maybe one of his memories? I beg to differ, but sure. Will it let me roll? No, it won't. It landed on an 18.
No, it didn't. It landed on a 7.
On the screen, it landed on an 18. Well, the middle
ones
part
where the
of
graphics
18
don't
and the 4.
process right. Yeah.
Yes.
Which reminds me, I'm gonna go change my dice because I'm tired of Themberchod. He's so cute, but he's so noisy.
Yes.
It's enough to know that this was your tribe, Lars. But you have no memory of these events. It's worth knowing that, luckily for you, the three of you seem to be sitting at a table slightly away from the feasting.
Like the loners we are.
Yes.
Does Dimson look the same, or does he also look different?
All of you
Well,
look
I'm
different. You all look
okay.
like barbarian Goliaths in large,
Okay.
heavy furs with very big spears.
Very big spears.
Too much facial hair for Hattie to deal with.
Too big of a body for Trix.
Yeah, too big of a body, too much height for Trix to deal with. Dimblum is the only one that feels strangely at home.
Trix gets like the
I'm just. Finally.
In front of you,
I'm
there is
back.
a massive jug of mead and tankards, as you would presume, and there seems to be plates sitting before you with half-eaten food.
Right.
Yes,
So.
barbarians, they have plates.
Plates are useful.
Napkins and coasters.
Well, when in Luskin, we're gonna start pouring mead.
I mean, Luskin's probably the appropriate thing instead of Rome, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
So. I do have a faint recollection. I can discern that this was my tribe.
Can all of you roll a
But-
wisdom save as well while this is happening?
All everyone?
Yeah, everyone.
Me one more time.
wisdom
Wisdom
save.
save.
Oh,
I
save.
crit rolled.
D&D Beyond is being useless.
I
Yeah,
hope my rolls
mine's not
shows
wanting
up
to
on
go.
D&D Beyond.
21.
It did. I saw it.
Okay, good.
There we go. 31. Sorry.
Fine, you're all okay then. All of you rolled higher than a 17, so. Bastards.
Mm-hmm.
I'll allow you some time to acclimatise yourself before you carry on.
I think this body is way too big, and she like holds her hand out to like keep her balance because now she's afraid to tip over.
Are you talking about? This is the right amount of muscles,
gonna
the flexes.
Am
Shove a
I-
mug of. I'm just gonna shove a
Oh.
mug of mead into Trix's like chest and be like, "It won't
Goliath
feel so
size.
big once you've had some mead."
How are we all equally tall?
Yes.
On the centimeter, on the millimeter. We are
Yes.
oddly similarly
Atomic.
tall.
Ooh,
How
mead.
tall are Goliaths again? They're like a
4 meters.
2.4. Okay, so it's a foot taller than Hattie's used to.
Yes.
Maybe
It
2 feet.
is
So a little bigger,
like-
but also
3 times the size of
Yeah.
Three
Trix.
times the
I get
size
why
of
Trix
me.
would be uncomfortable. Hattie's a shapeshifter. So this is-
it is slightly tall, though, is it?
Trix is a man.
I would probably see that as Hattie shoves the tankard of mead into my chest, and there will be like, oh no,
There will
like
be
nothing to
there will be
catch.
no clothes, and there will be pecs instead of boobs.
Guys, literally,
all-
guys.
we all look like
This can't be the weirdest thing that's ever happened to you.
we all
Just go
look
with
like
it.
that now.
Oh, I need to find myself a woman. This is not every day.
I mean, our tribe had very many great women.
Trix stops looking around frantically for a pretty girl.
There are a few girls, none of which you really call pretty.
They
But they're
also look
girls,
like the
nonetheless.
picture I sent. Everyone looks like the picture I sent.
The women are just that, but with like a top.
If you know about the picture that Lars sent, none of them are that well built and that over the top. Basically,
Do they look-
Thor in Power
Do they
Up
look
at
like
this point.
Fat Thor?
hmm
Yes, they look close to Fat Thor, okay?
Where they're They're strong, but also just like they enjoy their lives.
Yes.
Well,
Well, Thor was technically fat.
Oh yeah, no.
Well-
I like Fat Thor a lot more than I like normal Thor actually, because he's very
Yes.
much more of a strongman type build. Like that's how the
Oh,
strong
yes.
people look.
Yep.
well, Dimblem, since this is
Pretty
your
boys.
For each of you, if you would like them.
Oh, yes,
Sure.
please.
I mean, some of you are good. There's distinct purple theme. For this, I apologize.
Eh.
Oh, wait. I like purple.
Here is Trix.
do I get the wolf as well?
No. Here is the wolf is just thematics. Here is Dimblem.
Hey, do I get a lion?
And here is Patty. No, I don't know why there's a
Do you have to get the beer lion hybrid that is
No,
in
I
the
don't actually know
background?
what that is. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I want the Leonin that is in the background.
I think Leonin is the closest thing to what it actually is.
Yeah, those actually are really, really close to Leon. It would be like a
Mhm.
Leonin, what am I trying to think of? Tiefling.
Leonin is like,
Technically, tieflings don't have to be humans.
no.
No one ever
Even
risks
though-
going that far into that particular well.
Okay, so Trix looks like the youngest of three brothers.
I am the handsome one.
No, you're not.
I mean,
You're the weak, puny one.
I actually look like the oldest brother because like I'm just tiny. I have gray beard, and yeah, and you guys just look like my two younger big brothers.
The two young and big brothers.
those two things do not work together either.
Yes, they're younger and they're big, young big brothers.
Yeah, they're young and they're big brothers because they're bigger than me.
Just for the sake of it being in posterity.
Mm-hmm. Yes. But I will agree that Ida looks the most handsome.
Yes.
Don't tell her that.
She needs to
Now-
get something. She almost died on her
It's all right.
vacation.
She has the
Now,
highest
if you-
charisma.
Now,
It's fine.
if you will all excuse me while you guys figure out what we are doing here, I need to go chat up some girls. And he's just
Oh god.
Off.
No. Trixie,
Okay.
Chat up lines.
Could I potentially roll a history to recall if this was a feast I was a part of?
Question: do I still have access to my inventory while I am here?
No.
Okay,
This is what we
You-
would call a dream state.
perfect. Then I
Yeah.
will attempt to do my best to help Dimble talk through and try to remember it. As your
Okay,
surroundings, does anything
so-
here maybe trigger a memory? Because this feels very you.
Apart from the
A
weird
person, a
lion
drink.
people,
The weird lion people out of this.
A person, a drink, a smell, a flavor, a
he will
voice.
he will
Think
take
about
some
those.
time. He will take some time to look around at the scene.
I honestly thought you
And
were gonna
then-
say the weird lion people then for a second. Just to irritate me.
He will investigate the area a little. Oh, what? Why was there? What? What was that last roll? Ignore the nat 20. I don't know why that roll.
I'm perfectly happy to ignore a nat 20.
D&D Beyond is being super weird lately.
No, I rolled a 26 for investigation, not a 39.
Why are you rolling investigation? It's a history.
Okay, I would.
I-
It's fine with history as well.
I'm not the DM, but I was kind of wondering too. Huh?
I said I was investigating the scene, and he didn't say anything when I asked for history.
I was trying to find a pretty woman for Aina to try and hit on.
That is not a lion.
What? This is not a lion or a leonin or a wolf. effeminate man, whatever, or a man with no facial hair at this point.
I-
That's the closest you're gonna get.
We go by dwarf rules in our tribe. Take it or leave it.
With no facial hair, it's a woman. What?
No, even the women have facial hair.
Exactly.
Oh. I was going to say that's the signaling of tops and bottoms.
Yeah.
Is who has facial hair and who shaves.
Yeah.
Oh god, it's sad that that's almost actually true.
Yeah, it's not that far off, Alex.
Why are you mentioning my name specifically when you look at me?
You're the one that would
Oh.
know. That's it.
It's
Yeah.
mostly true.
Yeah, it's like 75% there.
Exceptions.
The fact that I have shaved is no context on it whatsoever.
Nah.
He does not identify himself as a bottom, damn it.
No, that horrifies me.
Yeah, that's what I said. You said it's close, and I was like, yeah, it kind of is. Anyway.
It's a bit too close for comfort on that one, I'm going to be honest with you.
Yes.
No, it's quite close and comfortable. No.
And that applies to every part of the body, but we digress. This is an uncommon sight for you. A large feast like this usually occurs before the start of a battle or an important event in the tribe's history. However, there's lots of faces around and lots of conversations that you have no recollection of. If you were once here, you don't remember it, or maybe you weren't here during this time.
Okay, so this is generally what we would do either before a big fight or some meeting of great importance. But I cannot recall this specific event. Which is weird because I was somewhat highly ranked in the tribe.
Perhaps this was after you had departed.
Or before I started.
That too. Would you like my theory on this at the moment? If you weren't
Sure.
here,
Yes,
could this be a vision of final
Muhammad.
days of your tribe before this whole situation started?
It could
Do you
be.
recognize the people here as companions of yours, or are they maybe descendants of those companions? It may have been many years since you were back here, or it may have only been a few.
I think I might recognize some of them.
You recognize a few people, but they seem to have aged.
They seem. Yeah, they seem older than when I was here. So I think your theory stands very solid at the moment.
This could be after your time with your tribe, but not too long after. Relatively recent.
This could have
Possibly.
been while I was in the Nine Hells.
That's very true.
As you look around, can all of you please make a perception roll? Aina, I will get to you and your luxury in 1 second.
I rolled a perception as well.
33.
Oh.
15.
And why does it do that? Ignore the 12.
Yeah. I clicked it once, it rolled a normal perception roll, and then another random dice went flying across the screen.
Random D20 follows.
Yeah, you can see it's even not assigned to a roll, it was just a D20.
My theory behind this is that Wizard of the Coast is spending all their time on the new
Fixing
books
my
and
character.
not maintaining D&D Beyond
No.
Well
They're
at the
fixing
moment.
my character sheet. That's what they're doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sorry. I hate to break your shatteringly fragile belief, but no.
Hate to destroy your fragile mind.
Quizzical.
So I changed dice
Almost
here.
puzzled. Huh?
Change
How?
sheet appearance. There we go.
So
No, dice is not on sheet appearance.
No,
Oh, okay.
You have to go collection and my dice.
Ah, okay, that makes sense. Oh, there we are. I almost never do it. Sorry.
Dimblum sees at the head of a table 3 individuals, only one of which is recognized by Trix and Hattie. The one recognized by Trix and Hattie looks not dissimilar to the Goliath ghost or spectre that you came across in the cave by the stone circle. Here he obviously seems to be more filled with colour and seems to be sitting in the ranked position of shaman.
I get.
Sitting beside him in the centre position seems to be a man with more finely adorned armour and some greater furs than the others. There seems to be a white wolf pelt across his back, in fact. Sitting next to him is a man in dark armour with a billowing cloak. He seems to be missing an arm, which has been replaced.
Oh, okay. I think I recognize 2 of them.
The rest of the conversation seems to be carrying on around them while they seem to be having a salient discussion of their own.
I would like to.
And movement around the entire feasting hall.
I would like to listen in to the conversation they're having.
It's very difficult to do so considering you are so far away from it, and there are so many other people talking.
Am I able to stand up and walk around?
You're gonna hate me, but I have
Yeah.
observant. I can read lips if I can see them.
You can't see them.
I can't see. Say that again.
You cannot see the man in dark armor's lips. He wears a helm.
Fair, but I can see the other half of the conversation, right?
Yes, you can.
Can you true sight the helm away?
Do you speak
It's
Goliath?
true sight X-ray.
Do you speak
I
Goliath?
imagine I wouldn't have that ability right now because I'm not in my own
No.
body.
No, we all.
But
I mean, if we turned into these things, I assume we speak Goliath in here.
You do, but you, as Travis said, do not have that ability because you are no longer yourself.
yeah, observant is just my brain works like that, so I'm assuming that it would still apply.
Yeah, observant applies, however, you cannot lip read that efficiently. Sorry.
That's fair.
Oh god, I'm trying to avoid this. Tricks.
You could just tell her no, you know that.
What's the fun in that?
Yes, where's the fun in that? I haven't done
Slightly
Lane in
less
quite
traumatizing
some
us.
time. It's time
One
for Trip
day.
to dip it.
And you wish to get dream-allayed. That's how desperate you are here.
Well,
Yeah.
Wet
it's a
dreams.
chance to experience male sexual intercourse. She has to take advantage.
Wow, this is where you're going with this? Really? I
Yes.
didn't see that one coming.
I have a very predatory outlook on the whole thing.
I mean, have you met either? Seriously?
Have you met me?
Yeah, yeah.
She's a very
If you were a
sexual
white
girl.
male, you would be behind bars.
Absolutely. You would be behind bars at this point.
Yes.
You really think I would just go around and rape people?
No. Assault.
Anyway, yes,
Assault with
me.
extra steps.
Do I
Fancy
find any
assaults.
semi-attractive Goliath in Goliath terms?
You do indeed.
And it's my sister.
Oh, I wish now. I already know she is, but now you've said that, I'm so tempted to change it. You do indeed. Please excuse the fact that there's fucking lions again. It seems to be obsessed by putting lions with them. I don't know why. These ones are bipedal as well, so it just makes it worse.
I mean, we are a tribe that hangs out with Leonin people.
Apparently now you are.
Goliath and Leonins in this tribe.
The werewolves
It's a
are
mi-
vicious Leonins.
it's a
Yes,
minute
they're
lion. It's a minute lion.
Okay.
But
What?
yes,
He sees
she
Archie
goes.
sitting down with another man and a jug of mead, arm wrestling him.
for his mead.
No one knows quite for what.
She will. He will approach, and he will say, "Mind if I have a go with a lady?"
She will pause.
And he takes her back to the shed.
She just slings him over her shoulder. As she looks you up and down, she'll say, oh, fine, and will, with great ease, knock this guy down a few paces, just slam his fist down onto the table. She wasn't even clearly trying.
Wonderful. Is there like a seat next to her available?
There's a seat across from there, as this man is now scurrying away in shame.
Ah, yes. He will. He will. She will. She will sit down. Yes.
He, she, they, them, it.
She will sit. Okay, I will just use she for. She is a female. I will sit down.
Yes. Aye, Captain.
I will sit down and offer up my arm.
Uncomfortable stool, which is much too small for you, but still is appropriate.
I will offer up my arm, but I will also like brace with my feet because I don't want to fall back like this guy did.
So she behind you, grumbling and swearing in Goliath as he wipes mead off his face. He just fell backwards into a jug of mead.
If I win, you mind have a private talk with me somewhere more quiet?
That's not the place we usually play with.
Well, you can just
Yeah,
test me and it won't happen.
Do I see this? Asked Imblem.
Yes.
Can I come and can I explain what we usually fight over here?
You would know that this is the chieftain's lord.
Yes. And I will walk over and I will pat Trix on the shoulder and I will good luck with her. You're going to lose.
Probably, but I'll at least give it a go.
And she will probably be the end of you if you do what I think you want to do.
Oh, come on, it's gonna be fine.
As she grabs your hand and wraps her hand around your knuckles, you can literally feel the sheer weight of her arm and grip.
She has braced.
She can break rocks with her bare hands.
She will brace herself for a very painful and quick defeat, but she will give it a go. She has. I will give it a go because now I have said so, and it care.
Strength check, acrobat,
assume.
no athletics.
Deal. I'll buy you the whole keg if I need to.
Oh, big spender, eh? I don't know why I've gone so butch.
Oh, well, only the best is good enough for a pretty woman like yourself.
The last man who said that is over there, and she'll look up. And there is a stuffed Leonin head on the wall.
I do like your sense of decoration.
I don't care.
I do love your sense of decoration. It really lights up the place.
Use antlers in all of my decorating.
I use
But
lions in all of my decorating.
Shall I now roll for my defeat in strength?
Yes, you may.
Oh, it was so close to be a nat 20. No, it's an 18.
This could hurt.
It probably will.
You might be unlucky.
It might be
Well.
enough. Oh, it's close though.
Closer than I expected.
There is a
Yeah.
slight competition at this point, and she'll look at you with intrigue and interest. You've got stronger since last time we did this. Let's see if you
Oh,
got stronger
so-
than last time we did something else.
Oh, well, I have learned quite some tricks since the last time we saw each other. I would love to show you, and
She will. You will
yeah,
let her take
but
it.
yeah, I will let her take me, but not in a super defeating way
Let her
like she did the
take
last
me.
time.
Take me, bitch, take me now. You're just kind of gonna fake it out a bit. Performance then. Just when she thought she-
Trying to make it not too obvious that she lost. He?
Oh, 21.
Okay, you could manage to fake it out enough, but she definitely.
She knows.
Maybe the next time we see each other, I can surprise you in more ways.
I doubt that one.
This is
Right.
by me attempting to flirt, so I will turn on full charm. I'm going full charm mode with speaking and body language and yeah.
The last time you
Your body language is just humping the air.
last time you could barely last an hour, which was very disappointing.
Oh, I can last longer this time, I promise you. And if I'm not, I will at least make sure you last longer.
Fine, I'll meet you in the forest in an hour.
Deal. And I will stand up and I will wink at her and I will join back with Dimblum and Hattie. And I will meticulously take the time.
As you do so,
I'm just gonna-
you'll see a string of men desperately trying to beat her, and nobody succeeds.
As Trix sits down, I'm just gonna put a hand and say, "You did lose, so you owe her a mead."
Oh, could I take this? And she takes whatever free meat is on the table.
Mead fucking everywhere.
Yeah, she will just grab a
mean-
meat and she will go back to the woman as promised and dunk it down and leave again.
And Dimla will lean over to Drake. Usually we get it from that guy. And he points over.
You're pretty much standing by two kegs of mead.
He takes tips.
I'm not very accustomed
You
to
know
this
what?
place.
Go over there, and he will hand you a few coins.
So,
Buy a rub for us.
you picked up a mead from your table then, yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no.
You should never take drinks or food in the sleep world.
Well, I didn't drink it. I just gave it to her.
Okay. What's non-Hattie doing during this?
Non-hat.
Haggy.
What's Hattie 1 doing during this time?
I think we're trying to listen in because I recognize the guy in black armor. We faced him before in combat, if I remember correctly, in the ruins.
Oh, no, you haven't
Of-
combat yet.
No?
He
We
is
have seen or
probably-
heard of him, though,
he
'cause
is
he's-
The
person-
Q is missing an arm. Who
Yeah.
else do we know that is missing an arm?
he is the person that Romana has described possibly being her brother.
Yeah.
Mordred.
Okay.
I was trying.
I was
to
thinking
be
of somebody else then.
horrific.
I know. It's funny as well, so I just went
Yeah.
straight for the joke.
It's fine. That was my second thought. I couldn't remember if it was
Wait, it's
if it was a Romanov's brother or if it was the guy that we fought in the ruins of.
Oh.
is this the same brother that Trix has met?
However, the guy you fought in the ruins is the one sitting in the middle.
Okay, so
Oh, it's
he is
white.
also there.
The war chief.
Wait.
For the Horde.
No,
Oh,
for the Alliance.
There are
No, I was
multiple
gonna
people.
say opportunity.
for the Horde!
No, for the Alliance.
No!
So-
Lockar, oh god.
refresh my memory with who is there. We have the chieftain of the tribe, or somebody I wouldn't recognize, but who looks to be of importance.
No, the
Uh,
chief looks like the guy that beat the crap out of you in the ruins.
So the chieftain is the guy that beat the. Okay, and then a Romanar's brother. Just those two,
And the Goliath
The
cave.
and the Goliath that
Yes.
we had, the soul of the Goliath we had spoken to before.
yes.
Okay.
Would
Would
no,
I would recognize the chieftain as my chieftain, right?
Yes, you would.
Yes.
Vilgar.
So
Billy
I would like
Gar.
to. I'm still trying to stay away from this. I know better than to start interfering in big ways in dreams and visions, but I do want to maybe loosely maneuver around the room if it's appropriate to stand up and mingle and try to get a good vantage point that I can just watch them from in the distance and do my best to listen in and piece in what I can between listening and reading lips. What's going on? The big information I'm looking for, I think, is confirmation of who any of these individuals are, because I recognize several of them and I want to know names and I want to know what they're talking about. The big one is I want to know the name of the guy in black. I want to see if I can confirm who that is. And I actually really want to know the name of the Goliath spirit because I think I asked him, but he never answered in the cave that we were speaking in years previously / in the future.
yes.
So that's my intent.
Okay.
However you want to fill that in is up to you.
Okay. I know.
No, I will just sit down and like look around, just people watching, I guess.
Okay.
Dimblem will sit closer to the chieftain and contemplating going up to him or not for the moment. He's being a bit weary because he knows he's not supposed to mess with dreams or memories.
Trix, as you look around, there seem to be small groupings of people. Lots of people seem to be giving. It's enough you can easily see this. Lots of individuals seem to be giving the man with the black armor a wide and suspicious looks.
I
Look at him joyfully and almost appreciatively.
have we agreed as a party that this is a Romanar's brother, or is this just what everyone is thinking?
We didn't talk about it. I think this is just what everybody is thinking.
Okay, because that brings me to another question. Because if we haven't talked about it, I do know that Trix has at some point, because you've said so, Alex, met all of Aromanar's siblings.
Yes.
Would I recognize him in this, even in this attire? And with the loss of the arm and shit, would I do the connection?
No.
Okay.
The dark armor's enough to obscure those things, so no, you.
Could I take a closer look at the armor he's wearing?
Oh, you can definitely do that.
Yeah, I would like to take a closer look at that.
Hmm.
Okay, that's an investigation.
That is a 27.
Okay. The armor is most certainly spiked and sort of barbaric in design in some ways. However, it does seem to hold some semblance of heraldry and motifs. There seems to be a lot of imagery which would appear to be the heads of 3 serpents.
Suspicious.
Is it a symbol I would recognize from somewhere?
Suspicious. But the Hattie would most likely.
Is Hattie close to Trix?
5-headed serpent, I do
Oh,
5?
5-headed.
Okay.
It's Hattie close to Trix. Or
Yeah,
have she wandered off?
If you've come back, then we are fairly close.
Okay, yeah.
I'm just keeping my distance, but keeping a close eye on them and trying to observe what I can. So probably very nearby, but that'd be up to you ultimately.
If you Hattie, if you take a closer look at this weird guy's armor, do you see the 5-headed serpent depiction there? And she will like point it to one of the symbols.
I assume I would see it. Yes.
Do you recognize that? This seems more like a you thing.
If I recall correctly, this was a version of the symbol of Tiamat, correct?
Yeah, there are multiple versions of it.
Okay, this is one of the.
The other
Yeah.
ones tend to be 5 fangs. Or teeth, whatever you want.
Yeah. This is very, very quietly. That would be one of the versions of. I dare to utter her name here.
Tiamat.
You just hear from across the room.
The 5-headed.
That's yes, that one.
Yeah,
the
that was what
5-headed queen.
that is what my suspicions were. But this is not the first time we have encountered the symbol of Tiamat whilst
No.
traversing the stone circle. Do you think all of this has something to do with Tiamat?
I do not know, but it could explain why Grox was so interested in taking our home specifically. There may be more to this than meets the eye if she had her eye on something that was going on up here. This could be all
Do you
very.
think is Tiamat dead and buried somewhere?
No, she is not dead.
Okay.
Do you even know who that is? Little one? I mean, slightly little one.
Well,
Slightly smaller one.
I know, Dimblem, that it doesn't look like that I have ever read a book in my entire life, but
Who is Dimble?
I have heard the story.
What Dimlem? Who is Dimlem?
Strange looks that you mention a name that no one remembers or knows.
Oh yeah.
No, it's just a nickname he has for me. It's fine.
Oh,
Hmm?
One of the barbarians were looking at you and say, Vegalus? I don't think that one translates. It means, are you together?
oh,
No, not necessarily. But you know how it is with siblings.
He's not your brother?
oh, we're
Is it?
brothers. We're brothers.
made the pact. We are blood brothers.
Yes, what?
Pact is forbidden.
A lot has happened, and he will say this under his breath, really quiet. What has changed since I was here, apparently? You want me to roll against it?
You could have just said yes, and this would have all gone away.
Because there's really no fucking point at this stage.
No, I could not. Anyhow, what are we celebrating today? I have gone a little foggy. It's been
was a rough-
few tough. It's
Been
been
hard
a
on
few
the
tough
drinking.
rounds.
Well, our new alliance, of course.
Oh yes, the alliance.
The other dragons and the giants and the ever moving sea.
The dragons, the giants, and the ever-moving sea. And I think
These, and you will point to your
point to my neck.
Yes.
Yes. And he will take up what I assume is an emblem
Yeah, so it's a necklace.
necklace.
Looks like it's a shard of a crystal. Black and dark.
Right.
Taking a look at it, do
And
I recognize it?
Yes, actually. It's part of some of your family were cast out by a certain dragon. So that dragon has a certain amount of crystalline breath. It's one of his breath weapons. One of the parts. Of
Okay. Yeah, because some dragons have multiple breath weapons.
Yeah. Some of which leave.
yes, especially when they're dead.
Yeah.
Ah. Huh.
So it's also interesting that if you choose to look, each of you is also carrying one.
Is they all the
I
same?
assumed.
Yes, they are all the same.
Okay.
However,
So,
perception rolls, please.
perception. I can see clearly now. The
Face
mead
face.
is gone.
Huh.
As you look around the room, there are 3 people not wearing one.
Well, 3 people of importance.
One is the shaman.
Hmm.
One is the chieftain's daughter. And the other is a dwarf sitting in the corner of the room. You haven't noticed at this point.
It's kind of
I
small
would
compared
like
to
to-
everybody else.
I would like to notice the dwarf.
He seems to be sitting in leather armor with a flask of mead and a large gun on his back.
Is he one of the few dwarves I would know?
Yes, you have met him.
Is it a
Interesting.
certain shopkeeper?
It's a shopkeeper.
Is it Nemeth?
Yes, it's Nemeth.
Why did I piece that together before you?
No, I was thinking it, but I was like, no, it can't be Nemeth. It's probably another dwarf. I'm not gonna even bother suggesting it.
So it's
Okay.
Nemeth. The
Um,
Nemeth, the chieftain's daughter, and the shaman is not wearing these.
S-
I am
Speaking of
assuming-
the shaman, that was the ghost, right?
he's not a ghost now.
He's not a
but he
ghost
was
now,
a ghost.
but he's the ghost that I've met before. In
Yes.
this whole time, have I been able to catch anyone mentioning his name? Because I really do want to know his name. It's a weird little thing.
Is it so you can call his soul back?
Potentially, but mostly just because we had a nice conversation and I want to know who I was speaking with.
His name was Egan. I-G-A-N.
Egon. I-G-A-N. Alright, thank you.
However,
So,
as you are hearing things, lots of people seem to be unhappy that he seems to be arguing with the chieftain a lot. He doesn't seem to approve of something they call the blessing.
and you will, if you look at Dimblem, you and have somewhat of a passive insight, you will see that he is visibly disappointed.
I have very, very high passive insight and wisdom, so my passive insight's 23 and my passive perception's 24, so if you want to give me more.
I can deception it, but I won't. No, you will see that Dimblem is. He understands what has been going on here, and that he does not approve of the way that his tribe has
Yeah.
gone after he left.
That makes sense. I'll put a hand on Dimblim, now I assume Alcar at the moment. Alcar's shoulder.
No,
Oh, just somebody else?
Yeah, it's someone else entirely.
Ah, cool. Well, I'll put a hand on his
you know
shoulder.
what we look like. We have pictures of what
I
we
as-
look like.
Yes, but I assumed that was your Alcar's current form. But that's right, you weren't there, actually, so it wouldn't be
No,
Alcar.
I wasn't there. No.
But-
Alcar is just a Saruk that wasn't even part of the tribe.
True. But I'll put my hand on a hand on his shoulder.
And
Just
all my
silently
weird
being-
cat people.
Silently agreeing, like-
Out of this. They've suffered enough.
I mean, yes, my look of them has suffered greatly, but
I would like to go over to Nemeth.
Okay, Travis, you first though, because you desperately want to say something.
Oh no, mostly there was just that. I want to see what goes with this. There are things turning in my head, but I want to see what happens too.
Nemeth.
Okay, walk over to Nemeth.
Hi.
Hiya, young lass.
Ah, good. You know who I am. Wonderful. What are you doing here?
What I'm doing or what I'm... Oh, no, you do it. Fuck it.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
have to
know what
roleplay with yourself.
Yeah, but I don't know what he's doing there.
He's just watching.
Oh well, I'm just watching. This is such an exciting point of time. You guys should stay
Okay.
here. I will not meddle with your guys' business here. I will just stand back in the corner and do you want a sip of my hip flask? You know, dream shit and everything.
You don't have a
Oh
glass.
well, you said he was nipping to a flask.
No, I didn't.
I thought you said that when you said a dwarf in the corner.
He was
Yeah.
sitting in the corner with a gun on his back.
Oh,
No flask. The fucker, he's got
Oh,
a flask, fine.
I thought you said he was.
You manifested a glass. This is a memory.
He is a wizard, of sorts, so it would be fine.
Fuck, never is now. Just carry on.
I'm fairly certain
He's a-
he's a ranger.
He was
Yeah,
once,
he's a ri-
God knows what he
he-
is, just carry on.
He's
He controls an
originally-
interdimensional shop. He's got some tricks up his sleeve.
Yeah,
He's
he's
everything.
Some kind of ranger.
He's a rise walker.
Yeah, he was.
There you go.
But just do you guys' business. I shall not meddle. I will just merely watch. It's you should do yes. Go back to your friends. It's fine. Okay. I guess I'll see you guys later.
As you're doing that, the rest of the Goliaths are looking at you like you're crazy, like you're talking to someone that's not there.
Oh. It's a perfect thing that never tries to shove me off. Now, just go back. And Trix
Switch it.
Trix turns and like has a super confused look on her face as she goes back to Hattie and Dimplum, and you can all see that she's super confused now, and so is everyone else.
Just a little louder than I should. Very, very slightly louder, just to make sure it's audible. Had a little too much mead there now, have you?
I think so, yeah. What
man.
time is it? What time is it? And she will have it gone an hour.
No, it has not gone an hour. It's barely gone
Okay.
10 minutes.
Okay. Oh gosh, 15 minutes left.
Dimlim will scoff at Trix and pathetic. As he's not drinking the mead, but it makes it look like it. He has a cup in his hand, but he's not drinking it.
Yeah. Trix, will you accompany me outside for a moment?
Yes.
Very quietly.
Yes.
I think I need a bit of air.
Yes, I do
So-
need air.
Why are you using your names? Dimlim will whisper quietly.
Oh, that's
That was
actually
more
your
player
point.
side than anybody else, but yes. She's being very careful with names.
Trix is not.
You're going to blow our cover.
You outside now.
Oh, right.
Sure.
And
yelling at people to communicate.
and I will walk over to Trix and I will lean down and whisper into her ear. Yeah, that's what you do when you want to fight someone, and we always want to watch. So,
Oh, okay. So
and
not
she
outside.
he just takes you outside. Time for some air.
Oh, just getting some fresh air.
As you open the door, the Arctic cold hits you again.
And we instantly sober up.
Could we even feel
Literally
the?
a blizzard going on right now.
Yeah, but like, could we even feel the cold if it is a dream
In the
state?
memory.
Yes. It's a lucid.
Okay. Okay.
Ah, I feel so much nicer out here.
I mean, so good and cold. And
Be
Trix is
fine for a
shivering.
moment.
Remember, you have an appointment in the woods in 50 minutes. Good luck with that.
It's fine. It's fine. I hope my size is not disappointing in this cold.
Oh, it always is in this weather.
Trix will like open up her like to look down at her groin.
And just shrunk down.
Well, I could be well built.
I mean, it's still an init.
We need to discern my penis size again.
We
Would you like to-
don't. We
This
really
came up-
don't.
This came up in my game, and we had rules. We had rules built around it. If you would like to know.
I mean, I've got rolls, but go ahead.
Roll a
For
D100.
small creatures, it is 2d4. For medium creatures, it was 2d4 plus 2, I think, and for large creatures, it would be 2d6 plus 2.
I usually
So
roll
2d6.
insanity and go with insanity.
No, that's
Well,
also
I could
fun. I just created that.
Yeah.
A D10, a D20 is more, or a D12.
I know.
I can. Okay, a d20 then.
You just
Oh,
Is that your ruling, Alex?
ultimately, it's up to you.
Yeah, I like the level of chaos that comes from a d20.
Okay.
But can you imagine the level of chaos with Dream Tricks with a 20-inch penis? That's what we're getting.
That's him. It's the best moment ever to roll a nat 20.
oh God.
We always knew Trix had big dick energy.
I have been.
Yeah, but you know she's gonna pass out because of the blood circulation.
This is probably why the chieftain's daughter is very willing to join me in the forest. She remembers from last time.
Uh,